Hello, wanderers of the internet. Today I will be finishing my essentially Kerbal Space Program marathon of videos. And it's just 3, I think, maybe 4. I forget how long I've been making it. Reason I've been doing this is A, I've been really enjoying Kerbal Space Program, and B, the next step for me is doing a moon landing, and there's going to be a lot of preparation for that. So I essentially just wanted to get all the videos out for Kerbal Space Program before then, so that I can just make other videos before we get probably the most clickbaity video, not clickbaity, one of the strongest yeah, it's one of the strongest view attractant things to do. So today I am going to be launching make it more official, the Dryosaurus satellite, okay? And it's this cute little satellite right here. And it really isn't gonna do much. I mean, it has a little antenna. Oopsie, didn't want to do that. Anyways, though, I have been learning about how rockets work. Specifically, I've learned why my rockets have all been such massive failures. And the reason is that I have been overbuilding my rockets. Now, I used to think, oh, if I want to get this into orbit, better slap on some thumpers. Right? And if you look right there, that actually takes away. So this right here is called delta V. That little mark right there, and it is set in meters per second. And it essentially is how much you can change your thing, right? And essentially what that there says is that it almost halved my delta V when I put on those thrusters. And the reason for that is sometimes your rocket can be too heavy for what you're trying to do. Like your thrusters can. So essentially, that's been the design problem that's been plaguing my rockets ever since I built T-Rex 1. So if we can delete that, because that one's old. But if we look at some of my old ships, the first one I got, so I found out how to look at how effective my ships are. So looking here, if I now look at my information, you can see that the thrust to weight ratio on this stage is insane. However, if I were to take off these, yep, it raises the delta V. So there is reason to have more boosters, because you do need to be able to be fast enough to get off of the planet. However, once you're that speed, sometimes it isn't helpful to have lots of boosters, which is what I learned. So the last ship, don't save though, because that's interesting for history stuff. So if we look at the Velociraptor, this was my first orbiting ship. And on this one, I did use the solid fuel boosters. However, if I take a look real quick at this, the solid fuel boosters didn't help. Actually, wait, what? They did. Okay, so yeah, here's an example of one where it did. Because that crew pod is heavier than, a tiny little satellite. And essentially, that means that and even then that wasn't the one that I went with, because here's the final model, which actually has, a better delta V. So, yes, sorry, anyway, so that's a whole lot of explaining, but, I don't have much to do in this video, so, yeah, we're just gonna go with it. I do need to standardize my naming scheme. But for example, if we look at my theoretical moon landing rocket, this isn't complete, but it was an idea. If you look at the information on this one, we can see it overkill. And well, it needs it to get off the ground, but yeah, point stands. Basically it just lowers the efficiency of my rockets, which I need to be more worried about. So, let's go back to, let's see, where is it at? Oh, it would be early on. Dryosaurus satellite. So, yes, anyways, let's just get right to it. Because while this thing can get into orbit, theoretically, it's going to be a bit of a difficult launch for a variety of reasons. Mostly being because this thing is piloted using that probe right there, I can't use SAS. And it also does not have a nose cone. So it's going to make it kind of difficult to steer. However, and I also will it'll help me learn how to get into orbit more efficiently. So, I mean, yeah, other than that, we can just launch in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. Oh, seems we're tilting already. Oh no, we're spinning out. This didn't happen when I tested this. Oh, that was purely my mistake. That's fine. But yeah, it's nice to be piloting a little tiny rocket again, and not some gargantuan mess. But yeah, now that I've learned that, I should be able to make better rockets. Oh boy. Stuff's not working. So I think, yeah, right now it's kind of wibble. Oh, I shouldn't be thrusting right now, or I should be thrusting less, yeah. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, right now it kind of like is swaying, which the reason for that, oh gosh, is because it's not cutting through the air very well, because the top isn't a cone. Okay, let's cut that. How high is our apoapsis? Okay, there you go. We have how much time? No, we have no time. We're already at the top of our thing. Burn. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna revert this flight. I bungled this one. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Not one more time. I'm gonna try it until it works, to be honest. But launching in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoosh. Yep. So yeah, this should help me out. Okay, this time I'm gonna be worrying a bit more about what I'm doing, keeping a bit better of an eye on what's going on, and hopefully not get out of control like I did last time. Oh gosh. But yeah, since this thing has no boosters and isn't like such an overkill rocket, I have to be very worried about using all of my efficiency. You know, let's just go with what it's doing for now. Oh gosh, I was doing overkill on that. Okay. Let's see, what's our apoapsis? Okay. Come on, I'd like to turn. Turn, please. Turn, yes. No. Oh gosh, this thing is like uncontrollable. I'm gonna start this over. Yeah, because, I mean, like, little do you know, that's very hard. It was very hard for me to control that. So, let's try to get some sort of nose cone on this thing. I can't attach stuff up there. Is there any way I could do that? I could do a docking port, maybe? I could. But that looks kind of ugly, to be honest. Actually, let's try maybe looking the center of mass. No, we just need it below. That's not going to help anything. Let's try maybe doing only 3 this time. Maybe that'll help. What else can I do other than, like, drastically change the design? I have a reaction wheel. Let's see, do I have any SAS modules? No, just the OKTO. Actually, that could probably work. Oh, didn't realize how small this thing is. Oh, it's just in the background. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna put a second probe. Oh, it is still very small. Yeah, in order to get our probe into orbit, we need to take a second probe into orbit. Um, which I just like the feeling of that. Here, let's make sure that didn't goof up our thrust to weight ratio, although it's very small, so I doubt it did. Yep, okay. It's more gonna make up for its it will more than make up for its inclusion. Yes. So yeah, let's launch again. So yeah, having an SAS this time will help us to pilot it and should ensure that the lack of a nose cone won't be a tonal pain, won't be a total pain. Jeez, pronounce your words correctly. How long is this video gone for? Perfect. I wanted this to be a short one, although I also am considering launching a couple satellites in this episode, whether they're all of the same one or not. So anyways, let's launch in T-minus 10, 9, 4, 8, 21, 2, 0. Ha ha ha. So immediately I can say this feels a whole lot more stable. Because we have a strong computer piloting it and not like actually just like the same amount of power as like a watch. Although it still kind of rotates when it turns, which I'm assuming is a result of the strange of, the not having a nose cone thing. Here, let's change our thrust a bit. Try to, oh gosh, up the thrust. It was too low. Oopsie. Here, let's just go with it, even though we're going the wrong way on accident a little bit. Just go with it for now. We can always fix it in a moment. Okay. Now that we're up here, we can cut and just go the whole way. Okay, and I just need to turn. Yep, the SAS is definitely helping, although still is a pain to pilot. Nope. Yes. No. Still a pain. No. We're kind of losing control here. Oopsie. Here, I'm going to start that flight over. I completely lost my orientation. Although I did learn some useful stuff about how an SAS works. Like how that SAS is working. So let's try that again. I believe in us. Let's do it. I said... Oh, yeah, sorry, didn't stage. Let's launch in 4, 5, yes, now. Now, I'd like to figure out why I'm turning that way each time. Could be because I have a barometer on that side and a thermometer on the other one. It's probably a bit heavier. Although, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe not that. Here, let's try to take the science while we're in this part of the atmosphere, because I don't think I've taken as much science up there. So it'll be good science to get. Oh gosh, I don't need to be thrusting as much as I am. But actually, it helped a lot with my stability. And there it is, I keep rotating when I turn. I don't know why that's happening. But it's really starting to annoy me. Okay, oopsie. No, don't turn that much. Yep. Yeah, you got it, rocket. This is still very difficult to control. Why do I always put myself into situations like this? Like, okay, we're going into space. No nose cone, though. What noobs need nose cones? Okay, I'm doing something wrong, I think. I'm doing something wrong, because that apoapsis is not rising like it's supposed to. And I'm going to run out of fuel very soon. Actually, you know what? We might be able to do it. Oh gosh, cut. We just started freaking out. Jeez. What's going on here? Our rocket just stroked out pretty hard there. Here, oh gosh, our apoapsis is dropping. and I can't control it. Why does it just... No, you don't need to control your rocket anymore. Yeah. Here, let's just get our apoapsis up to 70,000 meters. Here, I'm thinking the gravity turn is not gonna work with this rocket. I think keeping it simple, stupid might be my best bet. Get that up to 75. Yeah, why does that start dropping? Here, let's warp up into that point. Okay. I don't know if we have enough. Obviously, actually, I don't think we will have enough to get a stable orbit. I mean, I can try. I can try. I mean, like we all can. Here, stop the time warp. Now, it should be easier to turn because we're in space and there's no air. So, yeah, easy mode. Ha! Imagine not being able to turn. Okay, so now we just wait until we're getting close to our apoapsis, and we'll give it the last bit of fuel that we got. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't think we're going to be able to get an orbit, but it's good practice. And we might be able to. Maybe such a tiny rocket, it'll be able to, like, instantly turn into an orbit. And also, we'll have better fuel efficiency up here. Oh no, it's not gonna do it, but it's gonna be close. This is so sad. Alexa, play sad. Here, let's wait until we're close to the apoapsis again. Because if there's any shot at this, I want it. Darn it. Yeah, it's so close. Oh, that's so sad. Here, I mean, like, as I said, I'll do my best, but there's not much. Here, we can revert this flight to launch. Okay, so with this thing, I think, yeah, until I get better at doing the gravity turn, I honestly think it's more trouble than it's worth. So let's try that again. How long is the video gone for? Perfect, 17 minutes. Yeah, let's try that again, and this time we'll just go straight up. I will heed the thing of don't go over 200 meters a second before we get out of here, because I understand that one pretty clearly, and it's a pretty simple thing to do. I will correct for that this time, though. Come on, don't. Okay. I'm so confused on why it rotates when I turn. Yeah, that's such a pain. Could it be that I have, like, too large wings for such a small ship? I mean, they look about right. Oh, shoot. I was doing too much. Actually, it doesn't matter. Here. Just watch the apoapsis. It's about to start really popping off any moment now. Even though we're slightly turned to the left, thanks to our good old pal gravity, and not gravity, the rotation of the planet, we are going the right direction. So that's good. And I properly changed it this time. Oh gosh, I should probably watch my apoapsis, yeah, because we're about to get to it. Just a bit more. Great. Okay, wonderful. So now, let's speed up a bit. Is there enough air up here? Okay, no, there's, yeah, perfect. We're able to make a turn without spinning out of control. I think we have a little bit more fuel this time, although not much more. We'll see how well this goes. Like, my personal headcanon, not headcanon, yeah, I guess headcanon, yeah, for this ship is that, like, it's the most basic satellite. So it can be, like, very low down. It's obviously low tech. It's very small. And, like, I have a better probe core. I just think this one looks cool. So let's wait until we're up at our apoapsis before we try to extend our periapsis. Okay, I don't care if physics warps. Okay, just get up to the top of our thing. Okay. Wonderful. Now, burn. Yep. Okay. I think we might have just enough this time. I mean, I'll see how it... Oh, gosh, though. However it goes, I don't like it. It's too close. I wonder if still adding more fuel is going to be helpful or just make the rocket inefficient. Yeah. We're not going to make it this time, I don't think. We're getting closer. Oh, that's so close, it's sad. Actually, we got a periapsis, but it's too low. Oh, no, you could... Okay, here's what I'll say. I'll say that you can do that with that rocket. If you're very smart and know how to do a gravity turn with such a dumb ship, you can do it. However, I cannot. So let's see how we can fix that. Does adding another fuel tank ruin my thrust to weight ratio, or does it just raise the delta V? No. There we go. Adding another fuel tank raised the delta V, but it lowered the thrust to weight ratio. But is it still within a healthy range? Not really. Okay, that's a pretty low thrust to weight ratio, although definitely doable. Do I have any ways to make that better? Let's see. See, this is real rocket science this time. Let's see what happens if I add studs. Like, if I add 3 of these. Not studs, yeah, just these little side thingies. It lowers my delta V, but it increases my thrust to weight ratio. Let's go! Rocket science! Woo! Okay. And also, it has gimbal, so that should let us... And it also... So, yeah, that should let us control better. So, actually, I can attempt the gravity turn again this time. But also, it is a high thrust to weight ratio. So, we don't necessarily need to go that whole way. Let's try that again this time with the changes. Okay. So, this is the first time I've used radial things. So, we'll see how it goes. Turn on SAS. We are going to be launching in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're off. And whoa, that's a fast launch, comparatively speaking. Although that will drain our fuel super fast. So let's turn it down. Because we definitely don't want to get above 200 this time. Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, so we gotta really be cautious this time with how efficient we are. I'm going to attempt the gravity turn again. Let's see. Okay. Just wait until... Okay, great. So then once we get to 8,000, I'm going to start turning. We're still rotating, but actually it's way better controlled. Yeah, that definitely helped. Looking at this now. I think actually it might be more worth it to just do it the normal way. Because I don't know if I'm... Yeah, I don't know if I have the right stuff. I turned for no reason there, yeah. I don't know if I have the, the right amount of good at the game. I don't know, skill to properly execute a gravity turn. And yeah, our apoapsis is just going to be too low. And it'll help us out anyways if we're in space when we make it, because it will have better fuel efficiency. And since we're using so much fuel when we burn, I think it's worth it. Although something I do want to change while we're down here is I can actually turn the thrust limiter down on these things. Does that make it on all of them? No. Ooh, that almost could have been a disaster if I didn't realize it only changed one. Oopsie. We're so close. Okay, please. Gosh, this is tricky to change. There we go, 50. Yeah, we'll do it at 50 on all of them. Here, go up by just a little bit. No, a little bit down. No. There we go. Okay, we got another one. Last one. Oh, that was pretty accurate to start out with. Boom! 2 clicks. Okay, let's try that again. I'm launching in T-10. I forgot to change the paint job on that. Actually, it doesn't look bad. I like the stripe. Launching in T-10. 9, 8, 7, 1. Okay. So remember, we don't want to get above 100 meters a second. 200, I mean. We definitely want to get above 100, otherwise we probably wouldn't be able to get to space. Turn to keep that stable. Turn down our thrust now. Yep, great. Actually, we're losing speed, so you just turn it to like there. Wonderful. Okay, and we're just about out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. So now we'll turn up all the way again and hopefully steer correctly so that we can go straight up. Great, huzzah. Wait, what? Why are we turning? Why are we turning? Oh gosh, we're spinning out for some reason. What's going on? What's going on? What happened? What did I do? Okay, here, we're gonna revert launch, because for whatever reason this one just spun out. Which can't be good. This time I think my most successful strategy for, my most successful strategy for, for not spinning out is to just let it turn when it wants to turn, and then fixing it later when I'm able to. Okay, we got a really good speed going here. So we are rising by 200. Or is that accelerating? Probably not. Yeah, no, that's definitely not accelerating. Because that would be 200 meters per second a second. And I would be going way faster if I was accelerating at that rate. Geez, that would be a strong rocket. Okay, great. And then we can turn it up all the way. Crank that rocket. Okay. Now here's when we test to see if those little radial things actually helped or not. I think we have a similar amount of fuel, even though we added that extra thing. Why is that, like, lowering? I'm confused. Oh, it's because of the air resistance. Yeah, okay, we're golden. Okay. I went too high on accident. Whatever. I mean, like, I definitely think this rocket also could probably do it. I mean, like, at this point, I can just, we'll just do our best. I mean, like, we have less fuel, but hopefully this is more efficient engines. I'd assume that the radial ones are more efficient than the main one, although, because the main one is meant to get you off the ground. These are, let's see. Actually, I can't tell from here. We'll see how it goes. It'll be fine, I'm sure. You wait until we're at our apoapsis, which is way too high, which probably will be if we fail just barely, it's going to be because I put the apoapsis too high, which hurts my soul, but whatever. Just wait until we're at, like, that top of the parabola. We're there. Okay, start burning. Oh, the fuel's gone away so fast. But we're also starting the thing so fast. Oh, it's not gonna make it. I don't think. It's not gonna do it. Angry! I think this rocket can definitely do it too. And this one's easier to control, so I'm gonna go with it. Actually, can I keep my thrust to weight ratio if I add on another fuel tank? I know I'm immediately getting back into the over-designing stuff, but I mean, I think this is still a pretty standard design. Yeah, do I maintain my good thrust to weight ratio? Because actually, as I said, we're over the thrust to weight ratio that we need. So yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, so that's definitely more delta V. Actually, we could keep our thrust to weight ratio pretty good if we added another one. Let's see. Yeah, our thrust to weight ratio is still way over what we need. And the video's getting longer. And also, we have way more delta V, which actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's probably a lot. Actually, do we have more delta V? Let me check real quick. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we did add more. Okay. Does adding both of them add more, though? See, look, I'm not just randomly guessing in the dark it's working now. I'm actually doing just a tad bit of science. 3113. And that's the thing, is that that's on the surface. If we look at it in a vacuum, there's more delta V. So that's why, like, it's important. It's not about how much delta V you have when you're getting into orbit. It's about how you use it. Actually, I like that design with 2 stripes. I like that. So yeah, let's go for it. I think this will be the final design. And I intend on using a lot of these. This will be, like, not a lot of these. I intend on launching, like, 3 or 4 of these. Or maybe, like, whenever I need to for a contract, put a satellite in orbit, this is just what I'll do. Because once I have it working, it should be an easy enough launch, so let's just go for it. Yeah, should be easy enough. And then also, the good side of this is, like, it's a simple satellite that, like, really it isn't gonna do anything. Here, let's turn down our speed a bit. Great. Wonderful. Actually, let's try doing science in this layer right there, like the middle one. I feel like I haven't done that before. And we can always throw away the experiment if it's been done before. No. No, yep, there we go. Log temperature. Holy guacamole. No usable Unable to deploy? Hold on. Darn it, and the launch was going so well, too. Hold on. Here. So is it because I was launching? I've never tried using an antenna while launching before. Let's see. Transmit data. Okay, it can. It just can't do it on... Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, let's try that again. So yeah, I think what you can do is you can just store the data and then you can transmit it later, which is what I'll do this time. How much battery? Did I waste my batteries, though? No. Okay, we're good. Let's do this again. This time, let's get it right. Launching it now. Whoever said I was going to actually tell you when I was launching, when I said I'm launching in blank. Okay. Probably getting close to 40 minutes, so if this launch isn't successful, I'm going to come back when I'm on track for one that will be. Although I have a good feeling about this one. I've done all the testing. I feel like this is a pretty foolproof rocket here. Because it has a decent chunk more delta V than it needs. And oh, I realized I forgot to do the like not wasting my stuff thing. Oh gosh. I accidentally turned there for some reason. It gets kind of tricky to steer here, but once we're out of that, it's fine. Oh gosh, I wanted to take science up here. I wanted to take science. Oh no. Oh, whatever. We'll do it later. I should be watching my apoapsis. Oh gosh, we're spinning out. We're spinning out. We're spinning out. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh. But luckily we have plenty of time to catch ourselves again. I didn't have SAS on the whole time. I'm a heckin' insane pilot, clearly. Jeez. Guess I don't need that other probe. Although we used a lot of fuel. Here. Okay, there we go. Back on track. Here, apoapsis is at 55. Let's quickly push that up a bit to 70 or so. Great, 75 I feel like is the safest one. Oh boy, this is gonna be another close one. Sad. I mean, like, it's just because of the wasteful way I launched this one. Okay. Okay. Just gonna get that turn perfect. Great. Yeah, if I had my SAS on, that probably would have helped. Okay, wait until we're at the top of the parabola. Okay. Don't care. I do want to time warp. That's why I pressed the button. Okay, we're at the top of the parabola. Go for it. So extend that. Oh, that's actually, we're looking really promising there. Here, let's get close to our apoapsis again. Go more. Oh, it's so promising. Oh, and it's probably not going to make it too. I bet you we get a periapsis. It's just going to be in too low. Darn it, not even that. Oh, not even pity. Here, well, now that I know the redesign, let's launch that again. Okay. Ooh, I can do this. Just launch it now, because we're running out of time for this video. Make sure to turn SAS on. So remember that don't go above 200 meters. Second thing. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to, like, I think 200 is just like a general rule of thumb. I'm sure there's a more specific number for different rockets. Okay. Great. Now we just gotta go up, and up. You know, I guarantee that, like, if this thing had a nose cone, it would... The problem is that it's very not aerodynamic. Actually, I should probably watch my apoapsis, because we're going to be getting it pretty high this time now that we're actually being efficient with it. Oh gosh, yep, full on thrust now. Yep, full thrust going. And let's see. Getting very close. Looks like we're going to have way more fuel than last time this time. Not way more, but more. Okay. So, oh gosh, if I can, I'd like to get that science now, because I've done it from space. Log pressure data. Keep. Log temperature. Keep. Yeah, I haven't been doing much science while I've been in space. Actually, what I could do, I could... Here, could I, like, store my science in there? I don't know which one has it. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Here, well, let's just turn real quick. You know, I don't know which has better thrust to weight. Here, actually, let's shut down these. Yeah. Oh gosh. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We gotta turn. Oopsie. I was too busy doing stuff. Actually, we have enough time before we get to the top of that parabola. Yeah, so this time we're just gonna go off of one engine. And that might be what does it for us. Because those 3 side ones, I think, are mainly meant for stabilizing, which they definitely helped me with, and they also helped me with getting off the ground by increasing our thrust-to-weight ratio. But now that we're in outer space, we don't really need to worry about our thrust-to-weight ratio as much. So are we at the top of the parabola? Yep. Go for it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be it. I can feel it in my bones. Yep, everything went right. I learned how to do science in Kerbal Space Program to actually make rockets work. And I know not all of that, but I'm starting to learn what actually I need to do in this game to make stuff not crash and fail and flop repeatedly. I think we're gonna do it, because we've only used like half our thing and we're already getting this far. And if we can't do it, it's gonna be so close that it's sad. Actually, we're past our apoapsis, which is kind of a problem, but shouldn't be as long as we get it right. And actually, now that we don't have those 3 engines, no, we're not gonna do it. Oh, it was so promising at first. Oh no. I'm gonna be right back after I figure out how to do it. I did an oopsie. I mean, yay, I was successful, but I got a periapsis, right? No, it looks like it's at the right height. Wonderful. Right, well, I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it, because I was very... you see, I was, like, looking at my thing, and I thought, I don't have enough fuel, right? But because I did some design changes, but I didn't realize, oh, wait, now that there's more fuel overall, it means that I can see it better. So I kept burning at the place where I was changing my, like here, at where my original apoapsis was. Kept burning there when really I should have like gotten to my apoapsis, burned a bit more, so that this orbit could be somewhat circular, right? But no, I just burned until I ran out of fuel. So that resulted in an orbit that looks like that. Which I love for reasons I can't explain. I mean, like, I hate that it happened. Obviously, you want, like, a round orbit. However, I kind of like the idea that the very first probe in space, not probe, satellite, like, unmanned ship, happens to have, accidentally gotten a really wonky orbit. And I can show you why I was able to get into space by making the thing heckin' really tall. Which basically I ruined the whole less is more design thing. But basically what I did is, since I had those 4 things right there, those essentially acted as boosters, but they didn't raise the weight by much because they went off the same fuel supply. So I was essentially able to get a pretty high delta V. I think it was like, what, 2,800, or maybe it was 3,800, I can't even remember. And that was on the surface, which was a lot more, but it still had an okay thrust-to-weight ratio. So I ended up going with that, thinking, oh, that'll work. And it did work. So anyways, let's, wait, have I, oh yeah, fair enough, I haven't been controlling it from there. So yes, let's, do the last step, which is decouple that. And then we can explode that later. I like to imagine that everything in Kerbal Space Program is rigged with dynamite, so it can explode it after you're done with it. But yes, here it is, our little probe boy. And also, I took the liberty of changing the name, while you were gone, to Dryosaurus Coprolite. Which, if you know paleontology, that means fossilized dung. Yay. thing is very hard to control. Yes. Here, I gotta turn on. Oh my gosh, yeah, very hard to control. Here, let me just upright myself real quickly. Okay. So, let's do what this thing does. So yes, I can extend our beautiful solar panels. And we can't see it anymore because we are on the night side of the planet. Here, I'm going to speed up and let's extend our... Oh, they turn to look at the sun? Oh, that's super cool. Let's extend our antenna. Let's transmit our data. Yay! Here, wait, okay, can we review? Oh, no, that's its own thing. Okay, let's, still no science from that. Probably should know that already. So actually, let's see if I can get new science from all the way out here. And then that'll essentially be the end of the video. I mean, I want to get one beauty shot of it. Here, let's wait until we're as far out as we can get. Which is going to take a hot moment. Yep, and stop. Wonderful. So now that we're way higher up in space, let's see, is there new science up here? No, there's not. Okay. Here, well then let's just go over to the sun. Real quick. Go over to where you can see the sun. And stop. Yep, so here it is. Our final product from today's episode. The Dryosaurus Coprolite. Which, if I just go like that. There it is. Yeehaw. Anyways, though, thank you for watching. I should end this video here. I'm glad you watched it. See you guys all later.